Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So today we've got the Pole 80 and the Shooting Stars changes. Wilderness Boss Layers. Our first stop in the update train is the Wilderness, where we've made a few improvements to the Wilderness Boss Layers. Players are now unable to teleport out of the Wilderness Boss caves for 3 ticks after they enter. This delay can be avoided if you have completed the Wilderness Hard Diary. The 1-tick animation delay for everyone entering the dungeon has now been removed. Wilderness Hard Diary unlocks. Just to clarify, here are the new bonuses you'll receive if you've completed the Wilderness Hard Diary. The teleport delay in the Revenant Caves will no longer apply to you. The teleport delay in the Wilderness Boss Caves will no longer apply to you. Enjoy these speedy teleports. You've earned them. Okay, so next we have the Wilderness Medium Diary. You now have to complete the Medium Wilderness Achievement Diary to access Spindle, Artio, and Calvarno. So basically, I think this is a really good thing because most of the people in there were bots. You have to hop like 10 to 15, 20 worlds sometimes to find a spot to kill these guys, and it's mostly just bots. So I guess maybe they're slowly trying to get the bots out of the game. I know people have been really complaining about it for a while now. Okay, so these are the requirements for the Medium Diary. You're going to need 60 Agility or Strength, 60 Magic, 55 Mining, 50 Slayer, 50 Smithing, and 61 Woodcutting. So I guess all the bots that want to go there now are going to need all of these requirements. And just a couple of quests, but I guess that's a good thing. It always is. Alright, so Callisto changes. Next up, we're visiting the bear in the big scary lair. Here are improvements we've made to Callisto and her little buddy Artio. So Callisto and Artio should now both take damage from magic attacks from any source. Additionally, if they are not already frozen and the attacking player has equipment with total magic accuracy greater than 0, the first attack that would freeze the boss is guaranteed to hit. Future hits while the boss is frozen are not guaranteed to hit. We've augmented their magic defense to compensate for this change. Callisto's base magic level has been raised, visible in the far left tab of the monster examine. Callisto's chip damage has been removed. Callisto's range attack will no longer deal damage through the relevant protection prayer. Blighted Magic Sacks. You can now cast all of your favorite spells with just one item. Bind/Snare Sacks have been converted into Entangle Sacks. Entangled Sacks can also cast Bind/Snare if players have the required magic level. The conversion rate is 1 elemental for 13 bind, 1 elemental for 3 snares, rounded down. Wave Sacks have been converted into Surge Sacks. Surge Sacks can also cast wave spells if the player has the required magic level. Existing sacks will be converted upon login for all players. Non-Ultimate Iron Man accounts will have sacks sent to the bank, and Ultimate Iron Man accounts will have them arrive in their inventory if they have any to convert. In other Blighted news, Blighted food can now be used anywhere in PvP worlds. Non-PvP worlds are unaffected by this change. Okay, that's very interesting. So I guess if you want to do something on a PvP world, you could use the Blighted food. Okay. Wow, that was a mouthful. Repair cost changes. To make PK victory even sweeter, we're bumping up the repair cost for certain PvP items. As you're all aware, the repair cost is dropped to the PK below level 20 Wilderness, so this is a sweet deal. Here's how it works. So we got the Dragon Defender repair cost has been increased from 80,000 to 240,000 GP. Avernic increased from 300,000 to 600,000. Ava's Assembler from 75k to 240k. The Full Void repair cost 300,000 to 640,000 GP. Any helmet is 160k. Oh, I guess that's for the Void, maybe? Yeah, it's got to be for Void. Or no, it says any helmet. And then the Elite Void repair cost will be increased from 400,000 to 780,000 GP. Damn, so I guess that's risking it quite a bit. I don't know how people are going to feel about this, right? Because people who aren't as skilled with PvP, this might end up costing them a lot more, but the people who are great at it will make a lot of money. During our initial playtests, we've also decided on the following additional changes. The Infernal Cape repair cost has been increased from 75k to 225,000. Fire Cape and Fighter Torso will be increased from 50,000 to 150,000 GP. Revenant Cave changes. You can no longer jump the agility shortcut in the Revenant Cave. If you are frozen or bound, you will be able to resume jumping within 3 ticks of the bind's end. Splash weapons are back. Certain holiday items now have a negative 100 combat bonuses, allowing them to behave as splash weaponry. They are in fact unable to deal any damage whatsoever. Here they are. So we've got the Cursed Goblin Hammer, the Easter 2020 Carrot Sword, the 2016 Hunting Knife, and the 2022 Nutcracker Staff. Other changes, emptying sacks, pouches, boxes, and bags on death. Back in the summer, we've updated the rune pouch so that upon PVM death, the runes would stay inside it rather than mysteriously being shaken out all over your grave. It seems you're really enjoying not having to manually put all of your bits and bobs back in the pouch. Because you've asked that we expand this system to other similar containers. You've asked and we've delivered. The following items will now behave similarly. So the bolt pouch, the seed box, the tackle box, the essence pouches, and the herb sack. Oh, thank God. The herb sack one is so annoying, man. I never empty it and then it just, Jesus Christ, this is such an old school thing. If you are one of the few who really enjoys putting things back into bags and sacks one by one, or if you are an Ultimate Iron Man, you can choose to disable this behavior in the settings. Oh my God, it better automatically just be enabled. Jeez. Okay, it looks like it's good. So I think you have to actually enable it for them to pop out outside. I'm glad that they, I guess, automatically have that enabled. Jesus. Note that this setting applies only to deaths where the container item is sent to the grave. If it's destroyed, the contents will still fall out regardless of the setting. In PvP, the contents will most likely go to your PKer. As a side effect of this update, dying in the Deep Wilderness PVM now means that your seed box and bolt pouch can be retrieved from your grave instead of having to be repurchased. Hooray. Okay, we got the Shooting Stars buff. So you've been sharing some truly wild, low-intensity mining methods on social, so we thought it was time to put you and the Duke out of your misery and launch a buff for Shooting Stars. Uh-oh. Shooting Stars no longer deplete faster when more people are mining them. No more pesky fellow players interfering with your precious AFK time. In addition, your character will no longer occasionally render behind the shooting star you're mining. Didn't know that was happening. We know this change won't fix all the issues players have raised with mining, but it's a good step in the right direction. We'll continue to monitor the conversation on this subject, so please keep voicing your feedback. We really appreciate all the suggestions we've seen so far, even the weird ones. Bug fixes. The Warp Scepter projectile height has been adjusted to match the scepter. Duke's 5-minute inactivity timer now restarts if you click the salt again. Implemented a log-in check to ensure that sigils and other unwanted items do not appear on World 45. Okay. Path of Gluffery. We hope you've enjoyed getting stuck into our latest quest and the feed poison cave that came with it. I did, definitely. The Warp Scepter has been receiving glowing feedback from the community, and we're happy to have filled a small gap in the Iron Man grind. In accordance with tradition, we can now confirm that the drop rate for the Warp Scepter is 1 in 320. It did take me about 1,000 KC to get one. I don't know about that one there, Jagex. We also have a single change launching this week in line with your feedback. The Poison Waste Spirit Tree has been moved to the end of the list. I did think that was kind of like a little odd that it was placed like in the middle. Any future Spirit Trees will also be placed at the end of the list so that you can give your muscle memory a break. In the future, we'd like to make this a fully customizable feature, although that's not something we're able to commit development time to just yet. Let us know if it's something you'd be interested in. Cool. And then upcoming poll, September 25th, 3 additional questions will be added to the Hunter Guild poll starting on September the 25th. Oh, and just to let you guys know, it's the last chance to snag these plushies. Jesus Christ, Jagex. Well, overall, not the biggest updates ever, but I think they're changes that are needed, right? Especially that one with the Wilderness Diary and stuff like that. It's going to help prevent bots. I was going to actually do some Callisto and stuff like that, but then I hopped 20 worlds and I'm like, every time I go to the bank, I don't want to have to do this. So hopefully this will make it go down a little bit, because I wanted to make some videos on those bosses. I'd love to get some of those pets and just do some more wilderness content, but there's just so many bots. So hopefully this will have something to do with it. Other than that, the changes just seem like pretty decent. I like the Shooting Stars one because they removed that Duke mining and a ton of people were upset about that. So hopefully the Shooting Stars will do for now, and I'm sure they'll do some other stuff in the future. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.